Alan,
Hmm?
I do want to know more, if I may, about how things are going. Are you on schedule, as they say?
Yes, we are on schedule and on time, which is very important for a musical of this size, because it could be very costly, and I think that so that the economics of the movie business is very important so that we don't spend more money than we should. So we're all fine, because the kids are very professional. I mean, Olivia, another kind of star, could go, I don't like my hair and makeup. Well, that statement would cost us thousands of dollars if she were temperamental and difficult. And that does happen in movies. You've heard about movies where people have said that. Oh, yes.
And read about it. Are you enjoying this?
I'm loving it. Had a terrific time.
What's the toughest part? Is the waiting between scenes, is that rough for you?
No, because there's always people to talk to and things to do. It's getting up early. That's the hardest thing.
Girls have to get up earlier than guys, don't they, to get here?
It takes longer to get it together.
How did you get Joan Blondell for this movie?
We just really asked her, because we felt that she was right to play this kind of tough waitress with a heart of gold, a role that she knew. And she is the waitress at this soda shop where the kids come and hang out.
I saw her do something at a rehearsal one time that I've never forgotten. I was very, very young and highly impressed with it. She picked up a script and just scanned it. And not only knew her part, but ours too. And she has a photographic
Really? I didn't
You
know
must
that.
ask her about that.
Oh. Well, we have wonderful people. You know, we call them cameos now. Joan Blondell. Eve Arden is the principal of the high school. Dodie Goodman is her secretary.
Oh, that's marvelous.
And we have Sid Caesar as the athletic coach.
You like working with all these old pros? Aren't they great?
Fantastic experience for me.
Yeah, they're really, really wonderful.
You are one of the great party givers of all time. Olivia and I both went to a party Saturday night. I shouldn't have been there, you know.
Really?
Because, you see, my initial begins with D, and I should have gone Friday night. Correct?
You could come either night. It was actually, a party could go either night.
Oh, I thought I had to go.
Well, it was A to L and M to Z, but you could come either. I didn't know what to put you under, Newton or O, or Olivia or John. I mean, I was confused.
That's why I thought I could come either night.
She could come either night, too. No, it was fun, yeah.
Fantastic party, a lot of fun.
And I thought you behaved very well, considering. No, it was nice to see you out of
I
Philadelphia.
thought the porch lights were a little bright.
Is that why you fell down?
No. But we're driving. This is so funny. We're driving. What do I know from Malibu? I'm from Philadelphia. We're driving, and my driver saw these enormous Klieg lights, and he said, "Could that be it?" And I said, "Yes, that is definitely it."
That was
because
it.
I knew I was going to Alan Carr's party. And I figured you'd go big, Alan.
Yes, it was. Well, you saw interesting people. Well, the thing about
The most
glamorous, but it was
interesting
because you saw Margaret Trudeau,
Right.
and you saw Carlo Ponti, and
Yes.
Keith Carradine, and I mean a mixture of people, which I thought was very interesting.
I missed
bring
all
people
of
to-
them.
Where were you?
I was there. Oh,
You have to circulate. I keep saying, don't be so shy. Get out more.
Didn't
That's
you
why
meet-
she's single.
Didn't you
She
meet
won't
any-
mix.
Sat in
was
the
the
corner.
problem.
Sat
I
in
knew
the
there
corner,
was a
wouldn't tell anybody who she was. Aren't you?
No.
No.
Well, what were you doing with Wonder Woman in the corner?
Ah,
yes.
there goes my whole career.
Ah, yes. Well,
no, my wife and I.
my wife and I.
Sat with. My wife and I sat with Ron Samuels and Linda Carter. I don't try to make anything out of this.
No, I
Alan.
wouldn't. Hello, Rona. My lips, of course, are sealed. You come to Hollywood, do anything you want.
Do you do any business at those parties? Can you?
No, I wouldn't
No,
do that.
come on.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't. Oh, I'd have a good time.
You get the most interesting wardrobe I've ever seen, Alan.
Well, I can take it off as a tax loss. That's kind of what they expect. Listen, let's face it, Hollywood is not dead. Movies are more glamorous than ever. I'm a big believer in the business. First of all, I love television, but you still want to go out and have a good time. And I think if we make fun on the set and make glamour here, then when you go and pay $3.50 a ticket, or $3 or $2, it's expensive. We must bring that fun to the audience at home. And that's what I try to do in my personal life and my work life.
Does he do it here on the set? Is he that funny?
Don't
on the
say
set?
one thing.
Olivia, please.
very little.
Olivia.
No, he's fantastic. He brightens us up when he comes in.
Thank you.
You going to stay in this business a while?
I hope so.
You know who I enjoyed?
What did I do wrong?
I enjoyed so much
What?
meeting your mother.
Oh, she loved you.
Yeah.
Well,
you
you,
know,
yeah.
Doesn't she know that house? Because we're
No,
sitting,
she
mother did the
doesn't.
funniest piece of business. We're sitting in the ocean, sloshing up underneath this porch, this lovely room, and there was a piece of plastic, and your mother apparently thought it was glass. She put this huge purse up there, and it was on its way into the drink, and we all went. At the same time, Mother does more shtick than you do.
That's my beach house. She's not invited out there a lot. That's why I had the party, to show them that no, No, the room was different. It was a covered porch. Now stop that. That room is usually a sun deck.
Oh, no.
And she
No, but
should have known the difference.
She did some very funny business, though, and I
And she
enjoyed
knew
it
who
very
you
much.
were, because that's your audience.
Yeah,
No, really, very loyal.
thank you. You get your first screen kiss in this movie, don't you?
Mm.
From a very glamorous young man.
Mm.
Don't make me blush. Don't look at me like that. Yes, I do.
Are you enjoying working with him?
I thought you were going to say enjoy the kiss.
The kiss? How was the kiss?
How was it? Maybe more than one take, Olivia?
It was a few takes. Don't embarrass me.
I won't. You sing a lot in this, don't you?
Yeah, I have a few songs.
Did you add anything to the original
Yes, we
score?
added some new songs and some old 50 songs.
Did Marvin write any of the new songs?
No, Marvin was writing The Spy Who Loved Me, and watching his chorus line residuals come in. No, it's...
I kid Marvin so much. He's got so
What
many,
about Marvin
so many
Hamlish?
road companies of chorus line. I'll be talking to him and I'll say, "Excuse me, Marvin, there's one of your Brinks trucks
Yeah.
arriving, pulling up in the alley." He's got a marvelous sense of humor.
No, as a matter of fact, one of the people who writes Olivia's music wrote 2 terrific songs. John Farrah, who's a
John
wonderful writer.
Have you recorded some of the new material?
Yes, we've done it all.
You think there's any goldies in the offing
I
from
really
there?
think so, especially a song that I did with John.
Wonderful. Speaking of John, Alan, would you introduce this next young man?
Yes, it's really a pleasure, because very few times are you able to present somebody in a movie who has the qualities that I thought were terrific when I was growing up, and that was Montgomery Clift, Tyrone Power, the great leading movie star men.
Mhm.
And this young fellow who has been a child actor, struggled, Broadway, did road companies, is going to have 2 movies out at one time within a 6-month period, a picture called Saturday Night Fever, which is coming out in December, and then Grease. And he is, I mean, the male star of the 70s and 80s and 90s, if he wants to work that long. This is John Travolta.
You did both the national and the Broadway company of Grease, but you did the national company first, didn't you, John?
Yeah, back in '72.
And then went back and did the Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
That's marvelous. Then going into this, you feel possibly more at ease than anyone in the cast because you have such a feeling for this.
Well, the script is. I'm in a different part. First of all, I'm not doing the same part, so it's a new experience.
How do you like working with the old pros, Sid Caesar and Dodie Goodman? And all
Oh,
those
they're
people?
great.
Joan Blondell.
I have to forget who they are so I connect naturally with them.
I mean, in other words, you're a little in awe of some of those people, having seen them as a kid growing up, and
A little bit, I guess, sure.
yeah, they are marvelous. God, Sid is amazing, isn't he? You were very, very young during that period, 50s. What, if anything, do you remember about the 50s?
Well, I remember the early '60s a little better because my older brothers and sisters were into that, and it carried over a bit.
Yeah, there was a carryover into the 60s
Yeah.
of that era, too.
So I remember that. I mean, we still had the park gangs and the heavy greasers in our town, in the park, you know,
I like that, the heavy greasers.
Where did you grow up? I never knew that.
Englewood, New Jersey.
Oh, my God. I want to be a lot nicer to him. I didn't know he was that tough.
The greasy, wet look days of the DA and the pompadour. Would you like to see that style come back, John?
I think it's great looking. I like it.
You look
Oh,
sensational.
sure, he looks terrific. You know how we would look in that hair? Please. Easy for him to say.
I would look like I was wearing someone else's head.
No, it's, I mean, to play in a supporting role in California, in Hollywood, and then to be starring in the movie, I mean, I just think it's the American dream. I mean, do you
Yep.
think that?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, good.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night, John, and kind of pinch yourself and wonder if this is all really happening to you? Because it's
Yeah, I do.
Because it's happening so fast for you.
It's really been so well planned, and so it is a dream career. It's been a great one.
Now, did you have the proper kind of management to handle something like that at that
Oh,
point? or-
absolutely.
That's so important in this business, as you well know.
Well, he is a wonderful
it-
manager, and that's what makes it possible when you help new people and guide them properly, because he's the most exciting person to come from television since Steve McQueen. Because Steve McQueen, people have now forgotten, was a television personality.
true, and not many
John
of-
and people just don't have it, and it's a combination of being a good actor, attractive, exciting, and having the right people help you. And fortunately, he has all that.
It's rare for somebody to be able to make that move
Yeah,
from television
it's
to
wonderful.
movies.
It's thrilling to be a part of it. I feel so a part of helping share that with them.
Well, I'm overjoyed having the three of you on the show. Thank you very much. The best to you, Alan, with
Thank
this
you.
picture. Olivia, thank you. And John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.